Another keyboard from Epomaker. This is part of the 3 set that they sent me. This one here is a brand new keyboard from them. You can see it's called the P75. It's an all aluminum keyboard. Feels a lot of weight to it. 75%, so it's not going to have a dedicated numpad. So if that's something you're interested in, I mean, maybe not the keyboard for you, or you could just pick up a numpad. This one here, I've taken a quick peek at it, and it's very nice. We can see some different features here. Full aluminum case, so the whole case is actually a full aluminum build. Very nice. It's hot swappable, and you have 3. Oh, you can also do 5-pin. That's interesting. We're going to take that out there. It's got a lot of weight to it. And there's going to be some general accessories in here. Nice little box. This one has a really nice presentation. Wired for charging and for obviously using it directly with your computer. I'm going to put that back in because I think I'm going to use 2.4 gigahertz or Bluetooth just for today because I have a different computer I'm testing out right now. You get your key cap puller and key switch puller. You do get a swappable set of keys because right now you can peek through there. It's got the kind of pink color on it. So if you want to swap it out for an all black look, you can certainly do that. These are actually really nice to have something like that. A little Allen key for the bottom because technically you can take it apart and it is all aluminum. And then you get a few extra switches, 3 extra switches there. So these are the switches that it comes with right there. So here's the keyboard here. This thing's pretty gorgeous. Wow. Look at that. A thing of beauty. Very heavy. I'm actually going to bring out a scale so we can get a weight on it. 1,569 grams. So that's about 3.3 pounds, I would say. Something like that off the top of my head. You can see there it's a very beautiful keyboard. Let's get a little lighting on it. Very, very aesthetic keyboard here. You get a matte black kind of keycap there. It's hard to describe. It is black, but there's a little bit of a colored texture to it. Very beautiful. And then you get this pink kind of pastel to it. Again, you can swap these out if you don't like that. You can go for all black. You get your knob up there. It's got a natural wedge shape to it. Right, so just using it as it is with the wedge, you can see on the bottom, there's actually no feet on it to raise it up. It just has its own natural wedge. Very nice. The Allen key is for taking off the bottom here. You'd go through, take off the bottom if you need to service it, I suppose. And on the back there, we have our connection options. So you do have the USB-C for charging / obviously plugging it directly in your computer. You have your switch here to go from Bluetooth. Wired is in the middle. Bluetooth is over that way. 2.4 gigahertz is that way, I believe, unless it's different between different keyboards. And your 2.4 gigahertz thing, which I will probably use, I think. Yeah, it's a very nice, very premium, honestly, very beautiful looking keyboard. Very, very nice. Let's take off the keycaps and inspect the printing here. Okay, so we're going to go, let's take off the escape key. We will take off the escape key here to start with a little bit of the pink. And then we'll also take off one of the black keys. I don't know, let's take off the X key. So you can see here, very nice printing. They're inverse colors, so the black has that kind of pinkish on it. Very nice. And then the pink has a kind of darker red on it. Really nice. Honestly, it's really, really nice. I like the contrast. And the key switch there. Of course, they are hot swappable. You can take them out. You get the usually, like, I don't know what they call them, like the Pro style, where it's not just the cross, not the cherry on its own, but you actually get the enhanced version where you're less likely to get dust. It makes it a little bit more stable, and primarily you're less likely to get dust, which will help with degradation on that. So that's really nice. And we'll just give it a quick typing test. I'm going to leave the mic up near my head at first type, and then I'll bring it down near the keyboard so you can get a much more up-close typing audio test. So let's give a quick type here. Got a typo there somewhere at some point, maybe not. Yeah, so that's the typing experience there. So I recently tested another Epomaker, which had a very similar chassis, like the actual chassis itself was basically identical. There's a few tweaks on it. If you remember, it was the Wave 75. It had a nice metal thing on the back. It had basically the same chassis and design and all that. It was very, very similar. It also had a linear switch, but that switch was very light. It felt extremely nice to type on that other one, but it was a much lighter switch. It was almost too light, because I wouldn't say I'm a bigger guy, but I guess I'm bigger than average, but I don't know, whatever. I just have heavy hands. So when I'm typing here, that one there was a little bit too easy for me to type on. It was still exceptionally nice. But for me, this one feels better because the switch on here is slightly heavier, just a tiny little bit heavier. Feels exactly the same, very smooth. There's absolutely no grittiness in that key there. It's just a very nice key to type on overall. Really, really nice. But having that slightly higher actuation force on this specific key switch here, for me, is better. I feel more confident with that. I usually lean towards heavier switches in general. So let's come in here and we'll just do a quick little bit of the keys here. So you can do function and F1, bring up multimedia player, I guess. Oops, where's the function key? Okay, whatever. Windows, you can bring up these things here. You know, mute all these buttons. You can't see them on here, but they're all embedded. So you might just want to get the hang of them. Like, I mean, there's volume up and down. You can use that. Function F4 to mute, unmute. So, I mean, once you get the hang of it, you'll probably be fine. But I mean, they're just not labeled visually to keep it nice and clean. So you'll get the hang of it, but after a short period, it'll be fine. There are still like your insert keys in that. So if you hit, for example, function delete, that's going to turn insert off. You have page up, page down, and home. And of course, you can do the inverse. So home will take you to the top. That will take you to the bottom. That's now end, right? Page up apparently does print screen. So I mean, and pause for that one. So you're not losing any functionality. They're just slightly in different spots. That's going to be Bluetooth 1, Bluetooth 2, Bluetooth 3, because you have 3 different Bluetooth devices you can connect to. Toggle backlight effects. I guess it's this one here. Coming down instead of left to right. More of a wave through. Faster, a spiral. There's just going to be a lot, by the way. These Epomakers usually come with a lot. That's a rotating pulse one that I usually prefer. Okay, what else can we do here? This is like a pulsing, this is a pulsing one here. It's probably one I would potentially use maybe. And then it's one static color but pulsing. Going through the colors quickly. That was just a rainbow static. This is one of those ones where it comes out when you're typing. Okay, so that's just static. I just want to see the different colors. So we have, I think it's this one. Yeah, so green. I don't like that combination. Blue, nope. That's kind of nice. Yellowy green with this color combination here. Purple is probably the way to go because it goes with this better. Blue, no, don't like it. Red is nice. Green, no. Blue, no. So it just depends on what you like. And there's different colors of this keyboard itself, right? So for me, I'm going to go back. Oh, I turned it off. Didn't mean to do that. Other things we can do here, brightness is up, down. So if you just find it too bright, I usually find when it's fully bright, it's actually too bright. I just need a little bit so I can see my keys. The keys, it doesn't shine through the keys though, right? It's not that type of keyboard, right? So it's just a little bit of a lighting effect just to help you kind of see what you're doing there. This is not probably the type of keyboard I think that people are going to be like absolutely finding, you know, RGB to be the most important thing on it, right? So I think that's probably pretty good for the review here. I mean, I don't need to do much of it. I really liked the Wave one that I tried before, and I like this one personally. I like this one more. And the reason is because it has the same exact form factor, very premium feeling, very nice to type on, very nice acoustics when you're typing on it, but the key switch itself is ever so slightly heavier, which for me, I prefer. That's just my thing, right? But I really like this kind of contrast with this pink. I just want to go with something sleek because I've been rocking the kind of crazy keyboard for a while. So that's the review. I mean, straightforward. This Epomaker P75 is exceptionally nice. I have no clue how they make money on these things. Like this keyboard here is very cheap. I'm going to put some links in the video description down below. I'll put some directly to the Epomaker website. Non-affiliate links. I don't have any affiliation with them. If I can find them on Amazon, I do have an American and Canadian Amazon storefront. I will put affiliate links down for them